Here's how to change your Apple ID account in the App Store. Now, if you have your iPhone, you can always change which Apple ID account is associated with your App Store. However, I would highly recommend going a little bit of a different route. If you head out of here and instead open up the settings on your phone, and tap on your name at the very top. This is your Apple ID account. And keep in mind, if you change your Apple ID account in the App Store, you'll lose access to all of those purchased and downloaded apps. I would instead recommend tapping on Sign In and Security. And if you just wanted to use a different email address or a different phone number, but is still associated with the old Apple ID account in the App Store, you can just hit Add Email and Phone Number, and you can just add an email address or add a phone number. The nice thing by going through this process is you don't lose access to all of those old apps that you have downloaded, and it won't run into a lot of issues when you go to update them. However, if you did want to just sign out and update your Apple ID account in the App Store, I would recommend going back here and first tapping on subscriptions. And then we're going to open up any of these subscriptions because you'll lose access to these subscriptions. You essentially just want to cancel them so that you're not being billed for those subscriptions on an Apple ID account that you're not using. So I would highly recommend hitting cancel your service for any active subscription. After you've done that, let's head into the App Store and actually log into a different account. So I'm going to tap on my profile at the top right. You can see this is my current Apple ID account, and all I need to do is scroll down to the very bottom. You can see at the very bottom is Sign Out. Just tap on that button and then scroll to the very top. You'll be able to see at the very top, it says sign in with your Apple account. Now, if you don't know it, you can always hit forgot your Apple account or password. But let's tap on that. And it says either continue, which will just sign you back into the existing account that you previously had, or I'm going to hit not Trevor Nace. And in this case, I can just enter in the email address or phone number and then enter in the password for that new Apple account for my App Store. Now, keep in mind, after you go through this process, if you go through and try to update any of these apps with a different account, or let's say you got a new iPhone and some apps were downloaded from a different Apple ID account, it will ask you for a password every time you go to update one of these apps. So say you're updating Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, it will ask you for that old Apple ID. All you need to do is hit remove and then delete the app from your iPhone. Essentially, this will delete it from that old Apple ID account in your App Store, and then you'll just go back in and reinstall it. So then just go back into the App Store and reinstall that app under your Apple ID account, and then it won't ask you for that old password every single time.